Hey guys, it's V. You're watching Buzzing with V. Welcome to another video. Okay, let's go ahead and get on into it. Today we're making a pocket, so let's go ahead and get into it. And I'm sharing my treat bag, so that's a project share and a craft with me. Let's get into these dies. So the first die that I'm featuring is this one here. And this one is called the Heart Border Rectangular Die. It's by Scrap Diva Designs. This is her information. Be sure to check out all of the links listed below so you can gain so much inspiration, as well as the hashtag. So many others are crafting with her dies. Check that hashtag out to follow all of the inspiration. Everyone has been amazing. Every month, amazing releases are released with scrapdivadesigns.com. I do have a discount code for you. That's V10%. That's VEE10 and the percent sign. All the links will be listed below. I'm also featuring this die. This one's called the slider set die, so I will show you what that looks like. We'll move into this one first, so let's go ahead and get on into it. So my project share is these treat bags here, so I made two. I'm also using other dies from past months, and let me get that list out. Okay, so as far as these treat bags here, I did make something similar to this last year for Halloween, so I will have that video linked below in case you want to check that out. So I'm using this word spooky. It's from the Ghost mini album die set. I'm also using the skull die set. You get several dies with it, and you can create this little witch skull, and the spider comes with it. These bats, I always go to these bags. I return to these bats all the time, and you can see in all of my Halloween projects since I've been with Scrap Diva, I'm a returning bat user here. So that one is from the Gumball Halloween add-on. So I love these miniature bats here. So the slider, let me show you what the slider is. So the skull moves up and down. So if I had to make this again, I would have made these bats flat. So I made them peeking out a little, so sometimes it gets stuck right there, but here it is right there. There is the slider there. So the head moves up and down. So it's very interactive. So you can have it like this. You could insert some die cuts, gift them to a swap partner, or you can insert a candy or a gift card. So with this, and I just love it, it could be either or. You can attach a memory dex holes down here, and it could become a treat bag memory deck. So I just love it. So it could also become a card, you guys. Oh my goodness, I just thought of that right now. You could place this on some cardstock, and it could become a card. You could put a gift card in there, or you could put in some candies, and then the card you could open it, and then all of the written sentiment can be inside. But I just love it. So there are two of them. I made two, and this one slides up as well. So I do want to mention that it isn't as long. I used a smaller one. So let me get back to that die. So here's the die here. So you get several of those pieces. Let me take them out. You get several of those pieces, and the one that I used was the round one. So let me pull out the round. So here they are right here. So I did use a smaller one, the skinnier, not the skinnier, but one of the smaller ones. And I ended up going with this one right here. Yeah, I ended up going with that one right there. I thought it was skinny enough to hold the holes. So the holes would have to go there. And then you could slide it up. But what I did do is I stacked them one on top of the other to make the slider longer. So if you have the option to do that. If you want as well, I noticed that these you could fold them and they could become flat. They could become banners as well. Oh my God, so much to use with that. So another thing, if because sometimes when you double up like that, like I did, one of them came out wider than the other. That's just because I didn't measure that right, but if that happens to you, you can just use a circle punch to put it on the back of the skull, and then use the slider like that because it's wide enough to hold your die cut so it could be interactive. Okay, let's get on into it. So the next project we're gonna make is this here. This is, I'm not sure what to call it. It's a pocket, but it kind of looks like a library card as well. I did do it a little dimensional. I added the gusset there. So there's a gusset on the side. This bow I made last year and I preserved it because I wasn't sure about it. I wanted to gift it, but then I didn't. And then I'm so glad I still had it so I can use it here. So I will have that video linked below as well. And I am using, for that bow, is Scrap Diva as well. It's called Witch Bow Die Set. I will have that linked below as well. I'm using the Happy Halloween sentiment, which is also Scrap Diva. And what I put inside the pocket is another embellishment that I made last year using Scrap Diva designs as well. This is the Witch Cauldron, and I will have that linked below as well. So there's the pocket there. So it's very small. And as well, this one, you can make it into a memory decks card. I was thinking of doing that. However, I ended up sticking with that. So here's my other witch bow here that I made last year. I just love how dimensional the bow is, so dimensional. And I just added that spider from the gumball add-on. Okay, let's go ahead and make that. So I have my pieces here. I have my gusset as well. I forgot to bring it out. So there's the gusset, and so 1 inch by 2 inch and score at 1.5 inch. So these are my gussets here, and that's for, I can add something bulkier there. So let's go ahead. I already prepped everything. I cut the die out. I stitched it as well. So all of the pieces here, I am using an older collection from DCWV called Halloween Party. And I crafted with this last Halloween, as well as the Jack-o'-lantern of Mayhem, hosted by Andrea here on YouTube and Instagram, and I crafted with this collection as well. So again, here is that sentiment here, and that's Scrap Diva. Let's go ahead and get on into it. I'm going to go ahead and glue this on first. That's all done. I glued it on, and so now I'm going to glue this on. This is the layering piece for this die. You do get 2 of the heart border rectangles as well as the layering piece for that. So let's go ahead and glue that down. Here it is, it's all glued down. So now what I want to do is pick a side to fold it down. So I'm going to use this side because the ghosts are upright. So as if you can see, there are score lines here, which you can fold. So those, well, dotted lines, those are dotted lines, the faux stitching that comes with the die. So just fold it down like so. So the back will look like this now, and the front will look like this. You can also fold this over if you want a different look. Let's see, I do have a prototype here so you can see. Here's my prototype. So I did fold that down. So you're able to do that for a different look. And you can also keep this as a library card. You know, this one isn't glued down to the back, so you can do that as well. Okay, so once that's done, I'm going to add it down here, right above the stitch lines there. So I will add it there, and I'm just going to glue the bottom first, and then we will go ahead and add the gussets. All done. I've glued it all down. This is what it looks like now. As you can see, it's all set. It looks nice. You can even add magnets if you want to add a magnet here, and it will pull down. This is just, you could also use it, I just thought of this. You can also use this for a scrapbook layout and use these for the borders. So yeah, I like it. Let's go ahead and put these on the sides here. My prototype, I did cover the heart, so I made it a little larger on the prototype, but on this made one here, the first one I just shared with you, this one here, I added this a closer to the middle there. So that's where it will lay right there, both of them. I like that better, and instead of on top of these hearts and scallop edges here. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so what I do, I've glued all my gussets down. I have my flap already. I'm gonna start to glue this over, but before I do that, I forgot to mention that what I do is I like to put something there, so when I fold my pocket over, it will glue down with more space, so it isn't as flat. So that's what I do, and let's go ahead and do that. It's all done, and now you could decorate it as you please. You could add charms, you could add a tassel, you could add anything to go inside, and so anything could go in here now, and it's so fun and easy to make. So these are my projects here. Hope you enjoyed that as well. And I just want to show you something I made last year as well. So here's something else that you can make with the skulls. This is the skull bag topper. I will have it linked below. I did add some of these, I think these are Hishi beads, are they? I can't remember what these are called, but yeah, you could add that as a dangling teeth for the skull. And here are my interactive treat bags as well. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll be making these. I will have all the links listed below. As far as the treat bag, it's a cut file. I will have that linked below as well. You guys all know I'm Team Silhouette here. The cut file is from Silhouette. I believe it's by Lori Whitlock, so check it out. I will have it linked below. And this concludes the video. I will see you in the next video very soon. Bye.